Hey guys, still here, and welcome back to Afghanistan 11, where we are at episode 6. We still have a lot of work ahead of us. We're operating in the northeastern region here to continue building out this area, linking up some more towns to the good guys, so that's going to be us. Now I do have the waterworks. You can see the icons at some of the towns here. In Talab there's one, in Sarobi, in Tulak. I'm also building one on Paybank here. But this one is, well, constantly under threat, or at least it seems to be. As per your recommendations, I'm going to be trying to get this delta base built out a bit further, potentially use some artillery strikes there. I've learned that Afghanistan National Army units are pretty useless, we know that from previous episodes, but if you use them in an ambush setting, they get one additional range. And that way you can use them as a sort of standoff fighters. Hopefully getting them some experience and making them a bit more combat effective. Also, it turns out that those poppy fields that we have, well, pretty much everywhere at this stage, are spawning forces. So these little things here are spawning the bad guys. We need to take these out as quickly as possible to prevent that from happening and making sure that the enemy is lacking income to field any further offensives. I also want to continue to build out my supply chain, because the amount of supplies going to, for example, these two towns is still not that high. This town is not exactly friendly yet, so I'll have to do quite a few visits there. And according to the patch notes, the game has been changed a bit. I'm not exactly sure how much it's been changed. I didn't deeply go into the patch notes. But it is something that I have to keep in mind. From what I've been hearing, it got a bit better. Anyway, let's turn the SFX volume down just a touch. Because I'm seeing all sorts of spikes going up the moment that a helo pops into view in my recording devices. Alright. Buff 1. We were going to head east and build an FOB here. Or, let's see... This is the problem. There's not a lot of room for an FOB, and I want to make sure that this fob is going to have quite a bit of expansion. So let's say one tile there, one tile there. That would allow it to get, for example, a field hospital and a construction yard, but not an artillery pit. Where else could I build this fob? This hilly terrain is making it pretty difficult. I could go all the way over here. That would be a massive stepping stone from the other one, considering that the other fob's over here. So I might need to go with a smaller fob here, and then go with basically a second sort of large-scale HQ on this end, and hopefully prevent any further forces from spreading out in this region. I doubt I'm going to be able to pull that off in just one episode, though. Well, let's first send the Husky out.
IED detected. Eyes on Taliban.
And I think we already saw something like this previous episode, so that didn't entirely make it through the recording apparently. Anyways, Buffalo 1. Build me a fob over here.
Copy that.
And it doesn't have enough action points to do it. Okay. Now let's see if these towns over on the southwestern end have something to share. And in fact, they do. So let's drop off the infantry.
Copy solid. New intel incoming. Opium
Oh,
code detected.
they're right close. Look at that. They are right close to my position. Interesting. Let's send out some forces to deal with that. India, get inside. I don't have anyone who can transport. Right. These guys won't make it out in time, so I'm going to have to send over a helo. The only one I have is Nook 1. Where are my helos? Here's one. That's Mike Squad. Black 1's over there. We're going to have to get Mike over here. And be quick about it.
Copy that.
Okay, so these guys have performed their mission admirably, gotten some new information. Let's visit this town next.
Mike.
I don't really have anyone else who can visit. The special forces can visit, of course, but that's not really what I want to go for. I might be able to use Uniform Company, though, to fire a... Of course, it is just outside of my range. Airstriking it is not an option, because it's not actually a valid airstrike target, so I'm going to have to wait a little bit until I can get my guys over there quickly. Unless I want to spend some of my political points. Yeah, why not? I have at least some points available, like 9,500, so we should be good for buying a few units here. Uniform, pick up the US infantry. Let's go deal with that poppy field. Drop them off here.
Moving out. Opium crop destroyed.
Target down. Good. Now these guys can visit this town, but I would prefer to do that with A&A infantry, because the A&A infantry is a bit less... how should you put this? A bit less threatening, I suppose you could call it. These guys, I want you to pick up the infantry next turn, so you're going to have to head down the hill. Right, so over here, we know that there's some bad guys left, right, and center. This supply truck, send it back to the fob here.
Copy solid.
We do have one with UN aid. Now this town has already swung to my side, so I'm not sure if they're going to need any more UN aid.
Copy solid. UN aid delivered.
I'm going to assume so, though.
Moving out.
Because UN aid tends to get rewarded. Aid currently nothing. Look at that, they're intimidating the hell out of the local population here. -1.5.
Copy that. Copy
Get these trucks home. Buff 2. State your tasking.
We're Oscar Mike.
So we do have an okay amount of supplies, but I could use a bit more there. Let's resupply with Nook 1. So that's... Where are you at? Fob supplies. To deliver those right there. Okay, you can go back to base. Now we have quite a few special forces operating in these hilltops, and I want to continue to keep them here. I have the feeling that I'm winning the battle on this end, but we're not going to be operating on feelings alone. I want to back that up with additional intel. Let's see, do we still have... Yeah, we still have some rations left. So Black 1 can drop those off right there. Saves me an emergency supply drop. And you can head back. Off you go. Now we still have an Apache in this area. We just don't really have a lot of spotters in the area. Let's see, you guys cannot clear out any IEDs. I'm going to have to bring the other group over to do that. What I can do is train up A&A from the FOB.
Moving out.
And that way I can have one group of A&A infantry who's going to be operating around this area, servicing these two towns. So basically flying back and forth. As for my forces on this end, we still have Kilo. We have... Oh, that's the Apache. US Special Forces. We still have Oscar Company. See, now Oscar Company has been promoted, I believe twice, and they can now call in airstrikes, just as the Air Force, or just as the Special Forces can. So this is a nice ability that they just learned.
We're Oscar Mike. Village uncooperative.
What do you mean, uncooperative? I just delivered aid there.
We're Oscar Mike.
Create a waterworks. Why are you unhappy?
Affirmative. Moving out.
Alright, I don't really have that many other units that I really need to give an action to at the moment. We have Husky, we have November Company there, Romeo, Victor Company, Lima Squad. There is, however, this town here. I want to send over one of my helos to the fob in the southeast. Because the Black Hawk is only there on a temporary assignment. So I want to have this one,
We're Oscar Mike.
Romeo, standard there standardly, or stationed there permanently, as a helo to ferry around the other forces. Next, we got another supply truck here, who just completed all of his action points. Victor Company and Lima's. Lima's coming back. Can train up another ANA. I still have 2 groups of US infantry here. Now it's not that safe to pick up infantry with a supply truck. It can work. And especially if I keep clearing out this route, it should be fine. Alright, let's move on.
Taliban spotted.
Hello guys, welcome to the hills.
Be advised, Taliban in the area.
Yep.
Target eliminated.
Ugh.
New intel received. Taliban spotted.
This is why I never use one of these. Actually, my bad. Sierra Company, ANA Infantry, was able to clear out the bad guys. They have been able to win, so they now got promoted. Alright, my dear Fob, correction, my dear Buffalo. Oh, you have to be kidding. This thing is out of fuel?
Affirmative.
Never mind. It's about to go out of fuel.
Roger.
There, go get some fuel. Drop off.
Copy that. Be advised, militia in the area.
Now, the
Taliban
Apache is
spotted.
not doing that well.
Affirmative.
It doesn't have that many actions left. It should be enough. 56, 67. I'll take this
Copy
one.
solid.
Those guys are no longer going to be a problem. And this one's going to be a perfect target for an airstrike.
A-10 inbound.
He's down.
Copy solid.
Now, as for these, let's have them move towards the fob. They're just going to have to go out and walk.
Copy solid. Village uncooperative.
Yes, yes, I know.
Copy solid. We're Oscar
Let's
Mike.
get you to the fob. Let's get
Copy,
you to the
solid.
fob. It's going to be busy at that base. Clear out the poppy fields, guys.
Moving out. Opium crop destroyed.
Now that did give me a -3 hearts and minds here, because they don't like a lack of income for them.
Copy that.
That's unfortunate, but this is how it's going to be working from now on. We're no longer accepting any drug money on this end. As for village visits, we're operating here. I need you to pick up the infantry quickly
We're Oscar Mike.
before they happen to starve.
Affirmative.
Come on. Are you not
Moving
out of the mountains enough yet? Oh, my bad, you're already carrying someone.
Copy that.
That explains it. Get out.
Affirmative.
Wonderful.
Copy solid.
Bloody IEDs. Ooh, I hope these guys are gonna get home in time.
We're Oscar Mike.
Right, do a sweep.
Searching for IEDs.
No IEDs left. I think I just drove over those that were there. Alright, moving on.
Copy that.
As for these infantry units over here,
We're Oscar
head towards the
Mike.
town. We're gonna keep the vehicle close.
Moving out. Moving out.
No. I didn't quite mean to do that. Husky. They seem to be getting pretty happy about their ammunition uses here. So let's clear this road.
Moving out. Copy solid.
Clear. Right. Buff 2. You running out of fuel?
Moving out.
Go home. I don't need units which go out of fuel. The Nook is supposed to go
We're
home.
Oscar Mike.
We have another bit of intel waiting for me at this town. So it's time to go and talk to these guys. ANA... yeah, let's load up the ANA infantry. I need you to pick up these guys. And I need you to drop them off here. Do not encounter an IED, please, because that would be very, very bad for the vehicle.
New intel incoming.
Oh, hello.
Opium crop detected.
Nice of you to suddenly show up. We do have the Apache. We have the Tango Company, but we don't really have anyone who can actually go out and touch that. So we're gonna have to wait a bit. You're training ANAs. I need to get that thing under control ASAP, though. I don't have enough transports, by the looks of it. Lima just came home. Yeah. Do you still have any extra points left? You don't. Okay, so I cannot pick up the infantry at the moment. So instead, let's focus on getting rid of these guys. Bring out the big guns.
Roger.
That caused them to run off, but they're not dead. Can you move up a bit closer and snipe them?
Copy that.
That just caused them to run off further.
Eyes on Taliban.
Unfortunately, the gun already fired and won't be able to fire twice. The Apache station down here currently doesn't have any tasking, so we could send that one out.
Copy solid. Copy that.
There you go. Rid of those once and for all. Moving on. The infantry here has completed their mission. And now need you to go over here to this town. Their rations are okay. The Black Hawk was able to resupply them. We have taken out the poppy field. We're going to make contact with these towns, so that's all good. This town, check. What I could do is deliver some more aid to the towns that we have here. So let's make it a supply convoy.
Affirmative. UNA
Nice.
Delivered.
+2.
Moving out.
I'll take that. Guess they needed aid again. Next. Go over here for now.
Oscar Mike.
And same for your buddy. Oh, that's Nook 1. Actually, that's not too big of a deal. Because this is way faster.
Solid.
Oh look, they painted it. They painted the Chinook for just one mission. Sure. Okay. Other units I have at the FOB. We have an MRAP. You know what? This MRAP is going to head over here. Hang on. Oh, you just came home, did you? Yeah, you're there to pick up those forces. My bad. You should be out on a mission. Now, if I seem a bit disoriented this episode, that's because I have so many different units to keep an eye on. And, well, it's a bit confusing. Let's see, how many units do they have? Look at that! We pushed them back a lot. A couple of episodes ago, they had about 23 groups. And now they're down to 14. So we are definitely pushing back the enemy activity. Engagements, 59 so far with a 64.4% effectiveness. So I need to get a bit more intel going, and I need to be a bit better at gathering intel before I run into forces, which then tend to get me blown up usually. Nothing else I could do or need to do, I believe. We can have Husky 3 clear this road just to be sure.
Copy that.
Yep, looks secure. Need you to head all the way back here.
We're Oscar Mike.
there's the helo. It's going to take on some fuel. And we're done.
Be advised, Taliban in the area. Militia spotted.
Go get him. Cannot have those guys operating here.
Moving out. Village uncooperative.
Because just
Copy,
guess what they're going for. They want to sabotage the waterworks. I need to keep an eye on this region.
Militia spotted.
Hello, boys. Whiskey company. Whiskey's out of range. Mortars have pretty terrible range in that regard.
Moving out.
Now, some of these units still need quite a bit of help. Especially Buff 1, Husky 2. I need you to build a repair center. And I need you to then go into the repair center to get fixed up. The infantry that we have here is pretty much out of actions, as well as out of rations, so I need to keep an eye on that. Oh, we can do this.
Roger.
There we go. You're good to go. Husky. With the other Husky still resupplying and badly wounded, let's continue scanning down the road. Nothing so far. Apache. Doesn't quite have the range yet.
Copy solid.
Those guys have been disbanded. So now, how many do they have? Still 14. Okay. So they managed to spawn some new. That's interesting. It's not what I was hoping for, but apparently they managed to spawn a couple of new bad guys. Visit the town.
Roger. New intel incoming.
Look at this. This is a hotspot of IEDs, opium fields. We need to start making our way there. It's not going to go down fast, I'll grant you that. It's going to cost me 1 action point.
Roger.
Okay, that was curious. I think I got them? No, they're not dead yet. Okay.
Copy solid. UN aid delivered. Moving out.
Chinooks are fantastic for this job.
Moving out.
No, I need you to drop it off.
Copy that.
Thank you.
UN aid delivered.
Head back.
Copy solid.
This one, pick up the infantry.
Copy that.
And just park over here for now. Over to the north, we still have a supply truck coming home.
We're Oscar Mike.
We have infantry over here that we need to pick up.
Affirmative.
Go home. On the right end, we still have some infantry units which could use some supplies, as well as making their way back.
We're Oscar Mike.
The Sierra Group, you guys have been resupplied. The Apache has performed an action. Where's the other Apache at? Oh, actually, they're at the FOB, so they're alright. They're alright. Right, what else do I need? I need to keep an eye on the right here, so setting up an observation point for my special forces sometime up on this rooftop would be very beneficial. I have one special forces group here. I could start training up more A&A, but I think that getting an observation point going would be more beneficial here. And yes, this drone is helping, but it's not really spotting this canyon at the moment, so I need to keep an eye on that manually. And yes, of course, the special forces don't have that many rations available, but they're 3, and if I can station a helicopter over there, such as the Black Hawk, then that would allow me to easily resupply units from this FOB.
We're Oscar Mike.
This means that this FOB is going to go through its supplies pretty damn fast. I need to do something about that. Let's see, where are my Chinooks at? Because I have one over here. That's Nook 1. Where is Chinook number 2? He didn't get shot down, did it? Probably would have remembered that. They're not over here. India, I need you to go over here for now. And transport... transport can go pick up some infantry. Saves them the walk. Where is my Chinook? Where did I park that thing? That's black one. I didn't have a Chinook operating all the way out here. So where did I leave it? I don't believe you can get a list of all of your forces. Unfortunately. Personnel. US... yeah. It doesn't really say how many I have. I have 5 out of 12. We have a current ratio of 50% US, 50% ANA. So that's good. Civil affairs going up. Aid's been delivered. Intimidation's going down. A couple of conflicts that I won, so we're doing well there. Let's see, these things, waterworks, waterworks, waterworks. This one could still use a waterworks, Marja. And then we need to start heading east. Alright. That's the Husky, that's the supply truck going home.
New ANA unit deployed. Be advised, militia in the area.
Beautiful.
Taliban spotted. Militia spotted.
Wow. You guys are getting real close.
Copy that.
Scratch one militia. Do they have anything on this end that is causing issues for my guys?
Copy solid.
Is that it?
Copy that.
Do they have a field there?
Moving out. New intel incoming.
Great, more IEDs.
Detected.
So how are they getting all the infantry to spawn from this end? They must have something there that I don't know about yet.
Copy that.
The question is, what and where? We do know that they have some booby traps positioned along that road. Husky, can you just check down this road? That's the only one that was able to find.
We're Oscar Mike.
That's interesting information, because now we know that they don't have the whole road IED'd. It wouldn't be sensible in the lines that there isn't that much of value that they can find there, I'd say.
We're Oscar Mike.
Okay, can you set up... no, you cannot set up. You're gonna need one more point for that.
Moving out. Copy that.
Look at that. No IEDs along this road. Beautiful. Okay, Sierra. How would you like to go on a town visit?
Copy solid. Village uncooperative.
Well, uncooperative maybe, but they did give me 1+ for the hearts and minds. And the infantry can now go after this poppy field.
Moving out.
The Husky can go back.
Moving out.
And now it's time to start bringing this guy over to my side. So I could drive over and start building a waterworks there. Oh, that's repair. Yeah, we can do that over there.
Copy solid.
Okay. We still have some units which might need a bit of
We're
resupplying.
Oscar Mike.
Oh, there's more intel here?
Moving out. New intel
Yep.
incoming. Be advised, Taliban in the area.
That unfortunately didn't hit him. So now my airstrikes are on cooldown for 4 more turns. Special forces will need some help. They're gonna need some resupplies. Oh, damn, I forgot this poppy field. Who do we send? Who do we send? Because this helo cannot pick up the infantry just yet. But what I can do is drop off the supplies to the special forces here.
Roger.
Now, SF, I believe, cannot do anything about... Oh, actually, SF can touch the field.
Opium crop destroyed.
Nice. Still need to visit this town. Once these special forces are done training the ANA can then jump into the helicopter and visit that town. Make it a bit more likely to bring those guys over to my side. Because they tend to respond better to ANA than to US infantry. As for these supply trucks, we're going to send them back out. We're going to once again drop off aid. Yep.
UNA delivered. Moving
Another
out.
+2 there. Supply 4. I need you to deliver the aid on this end.
Roger.
Looks like I'm fully topped off with political points there. Nook 1. I need you to also deliver some aid.
Affirmative. UNA delivered.
No hearts on mine score though. Let's see, I could set up a base here. Just airlift a couple of guys there. If actually, can I airlift a buffalo? Or are those things too heavy? That's an interesting question. I've never tried airlifting a buffalo. It would make it a lot easier to get those things across.
We're Oscar Mike.
See if you can do it. Load unit. Nope, cannot pick up a buffalo. That's unfortunate because that means I'm going to have to bring over the buffalo manually. Which is going to take a lot of time. And it's going to make getting there quite a bit more difficult. Okay. Let's see, who else do we have? Buff 2, I'm not going to use you at the moment. Husky, you're still resupplying. Lima, you're standing by. Is there anyone else you can bring? Sure, you can bring X-Ray Company. But we're going to keep X-Ray there to help out on the southern end. We trained all the ANA that we can here. I need you to bring the Special Forces along. Because with the Special Forces, we're going to start scouting out a little bit further to the southeast. So, along, let's say, this position.
We're Oscar Mike.
Okay. Husky's out of action points. Who do we have? Black 1. Black 1 is currently on station here. Let's send him back. We did have a damaged Husky.
Copy solid.
There, you're gonna get fixed up. That will take more of the supplies stored at this base. So what I need to do is bring over some more supply trucks. Or more FOB supplies to make sure that that thing does have enough. I'm gonna buy another Chinook. So this is gonna be Nook 2, since I don't know what happened to the previous one. FOB supplies. And I need you to go all the way over here.
We're Oscar Mike.
All done. Buffalo 2, you're standing by here. Remind me why. What plan did I have with you on this end?
Moving out.
We have 2 transports. I want uniform to go back.
Moving out.
Oh, wait, 1. Yeah, well, fine. Mike squad. I don't need 2 transports here. So Mike, can de-garrison. And take on supplies here for a bit. Then move out to the next position. Alright, this is where we're going to stop the episode. We made a bit of progress there with the new fob. We made a bit of progress scouting out the south, or correction, more the east side of the map. Southeast is where we're going to need to go next. Took out a few more of those opium fields, and hopefully getting a few more hearts and minds won over, but we're still stuck at 54. As for the enemy, they still have... Oh, they're spawning new guys. They are now at 15 again. 13. So I still need to do quite a bit there. Anyway, thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any tips or suggestions on how I can improve. And I'll try to incorporate those into the next episode. For now, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you soon.